WNBA finals. And so I'll leave it there. I mean, I'm just obviously disheartened. I'm a human too. I have a family. I have 2 kids who are devastated by these comments. And so all I'll say is just, it's
Christmas morning 2025 was supposed to be the one day of the year when the noise stopped for the WNBA front office, especially for Commissioner Cathy Engelbert. After a season defined by record-breaking viewership, but also unprecedented controversy, racial tension, and locker room infighting, league leadership desperately needed a pause. The hope was that the sports world would focus on NFL and NBA Christmas games, allowing women's basketball to briefly fade from the headlines. That peace lasted until exactly 10 a.m. Eastern Time. While families were opening gifts and most of the sports world was still waking up, a notification went out that shattered that ceasefire. It wasn't a WNBA press release or a league-approved highlight reel. It was a tweet from Nike featuring a 30-second commercial titled From Anywhere starring Caitlin Clark. That single video reportedly sent WNBA headquarters into a state of panic-fueled rage and did more damage to Commissioner's authority than any scandal in the last decade. To understand why a sneaker commercial caused such a reaction, you have to look beyond basketball and into the shifting power dynamics of the league. For decades, the WNBA has operated on a collective-first philosophy. The brand is a shield. Every player matters, every story counts, and no individual is meant to be bigger than the league itself. Commissioner Engelbert has championed this approach as a way to maintain stability and control. Nike's commercial took a sledgehammer to that ideology. With high-budget cinematography, A-list cameos from Travis Scott and the Kelsey brothers, and a swagger closer to a Hollywood trailer than a sports ad, it sent a clear message. There is no 144. There is Caitlin Clark, and then everyone else. For a commissioner whose authority depends on controlling the ecosystem, seeing a player elevated to mythic status without league oversight was a direct threat. What fueled the outrage even more were the details of the ad itself. There was almost no visible WNBA branding. Instead, the commercial focused entirely on Clark's personal brand, shooting from impossible distances in the snow, surrounded by cultural icons. The message was unmistakable. Caitlin Clark isn't just a basketball player. She's a cultural phenomenon that transcends the sport. Insiders say Engelbert viewed this as a rogue operation. Typically, the league works closely with partners like Nike to ensure campaigns elevate the WNBA brand. This time, Nike made it clear they didn't need the league to sell shoes. They just needed Caitlin Clark. For a commissioner, realizing that your biggest star has outgrown the league, and that sponsors know it, is terrifying. The timing made it even worse. Just weeks earlier, the basketball world had been focused on the launch of the Unrivaled League, a new 3-on-3 competition founded by Breanna Stewart and Nafisa Collier. The WNBA supported it heavily as a solution to the off-season problem and a new revenue stream for veteran players. They aggressively pursued Caitlin Clark, reportedly offering over $1 million for a few weeks of play, far more than her WNBA salary. Clark declined. She chose rest, golf, and time away from the spotlight, or so they thought. Dropping the From Anywhere commercial on Christmas Day, just as Unrivaled was trying to build momentum for its January tip-off, felt like a strategic ambush. Within 24 hours, Clark's 30-second ad generated 6 times more views than Unrivaled's entire roster reveal campaign. The message was brutal. Caitlin Clark didn't need Unrivaled. Unrivaled needed Caitlin Clark. For Engelbert, this reinforced a nightmare reality. Fans aren't loyal to women's basketball as a concept. They're loyal to the Caitlin Clark show. That realization strips the commissioner of leverage. How do you manage or discipline a player who effectively holds the keys to the kingdom? Financially, the commercial was a public embarrassment. One of the commissioner's core responsibilities is to make the league look wealthy, professional, and aspirational. Seeing Clark in what looked like a $5 million commercial, surrounded by millionaires, wearing custom gear, highlighted a painful contrast. The production value of that 30-second ad surpassed most WNBA broadcasts, while the league itself pays Clark a rookie salary that wouldn't cover the catering budget for that shoot. This undercuts Engelbert's position during CBA negotiations. Every time that ad airs during an NBA or NFL game, it tells players exactly where the real money is. It empowers the players' union and makes the league look cheap and unprepared. Team owners reportedly began calling, asking why they weren't benefiting from the marketing explosion of their biggest asset. The most dangerous fallout, however, is happening inside locker rooms, particularly involving Aya Wilson, a three-time MVP and champion. Wilson also has a Nike deal and recently released her own commercial. But side-by-side comparisons exploded online, with fans criticizing the quality gap between the two ads. Whether fair or not, the perception formed instantly. Nike is prioritizing Caitlin Clark. That perception is combustible. It validates long-held suspicions among veterans that the corporate machine is stacked against them. Engelbert has spent years trying to control tensions, physical play, and resentment toward Clark. This commercial poured gasoline on those fires, risking a 2026 season driven more by vengeance and drama than basketball. The cameos were another calculated statement. Instead of honoring WNBA legends like Sheryl Swoopes or Lisa Leslie, Nike chose validation from male cultural icons: Travis Scott, the Kelsey brothers, Michael Che. The message was clear. Clark doesn't need the league's history for legitimacy. For the gatekeepers of women's basketball, that was a profound insult. This all ties back to Engelbert's infamous Lucky Stars comment in 2025, where she implied players should be grateful for the media rights deal. The From Anywhere commercial is the ultimate rebuttal. It silently declares, "I am the star." It flips the power dynamic entirely, making the league look dependent on Clark, not the other way around. Finally, the ad raised an even more dangerous question. The debate is no longer whether Caitlin Clark is good enough for the WNBA. It's whether the WNBA is big enough for Caitlin Clark. The scale, ambition, and global messaging of the commercial hint at possibilities far beyond the league's current infrastructure. For Engelbert and WNBA owners, the rage isn't just about control. It's about fear. Fear that the league may be nothing more than a stepping stone. Fear that the real power now sits with the player and the corporations backing her. And fear that From Anywhere wasn't just an ad, but a warning shot.